we've got to take care of the environment too. We want a healthy environment as we out there conducting our physical training. We need to make sure that we also work with other agencies out there. I'm what's called a YMCA baby. That's all I did growing up. And I think we need to be able to do something with an organization like that. Maybe some special program between the city and the YMCA's. But you know, we've forgotten one group here, because when you mentioned the sidewalks, it reminds me of the disabled. You know, they need to have good health and wellness as well. And they have a disability that they need special attention. We have the multi-purpose center on West Gray, been there, I've been on that commission. We need to make sure that we have the sidewalks out there for these individuals. And it was a shame the other day, I saw an accident over by the VA. We need to make sure that we pay attention to those individuals as well as we drive out there. But we need a program for them, and let's not forget them as well. And I look to the community to help me in that effort.
This has been a long program, and I appreciate your patience out there, and a lot of these answers have some sameness to it. Let's talk specifically about what the city of Houston can do. One, we're a park-poor city. And we know that. We have several really significant parks, but we don't have enough parks and green space in neighborhoods. We can do that through direct acquisition by the city of Houston. We can do that through our development ordinances that require or encourage developers to put more park space in neighborhoods. We can invest more in sidewalks. Costs money. We have to do it strategically, but that can help as well. But we have a huge role in health and wellness in air quality. The city has made a significant investment in air quality monitoring equipment so that we're not at the mercy of the state, which is sometimes reluctant to act. We're able to build a record of violations so that we can litigate if necessary. We have made an investment as a city in a cleaner, greener fleet of vehicles. We've gone to more hybrid vehicles, more electric vehicles. We burn various formulations of cleaner diesel. The city needs to continue to do that. We are a major purchaser of wind energy, and we'll continue to do that. Our ultimate hope is to be able to put wind power back into the grid. We have now installed solar panels on top of the George R. Brown Convention Center, and we're going to be rolling that out to other city facilities. So we are trying to lead by example in air quality, and I hope to have an opportunity to speak to you more about that issue. Thank you.
It's two things. It's what I mentioned before, it's fragmentation. Yes, there is a disconnect between the Texas Medical Center and the needs out there in the community. But our whole delivery system, as you know, is very, very fragmented and uncoordinated. And when you're faced with that kind of a situation, what do? You got to get the stakeholders and the players to sit down and craft a plan. You used the word plan, Doctor, and that's a very good plan, very good answer. Without a plan, we're just all fragmented, hoping that things will get better in good faith, doing our own thing, but there's no real connection between what one party's doing and another. We have to have a plan. I call it Houston Health. It has to have an epidemiological aspect. We need to publicize, for example, HIV/AIDS rates in young black women. That's an epidemic. And you know, all that needs to be out in the public's view and part of this plan. These are the areas where we're going to make progress. I just have great faith that with a Houston Health plan, let's call it Houston Health, that is the only way, and that's my background, folks, that we're going to really make the kind of progress we need to make. Thanks.
Doctor, your comment was on the disconnect between the medical center and health care for Houstonians, and I certainly share your concerns. But if I understand your question was on the built environment. So I want to be at least one of the panelists that speaks to the question of the built environment. Because I live in one of those neighborhoods where we don't have a grocery store and we don't have a walkable community. I live in the 3rd Ward area. The government, city government, has two aspects. As we build out infrastructure, we've got to make sure that all time is compatible to make our neighborhoods as attractive as any neighborhoods in this region. I want the neighborhoods in the city of Houston to be competitive with our suburban counterparts. So I want to put a lot of emphasis on sidewalks, great emphasis on parks. I want our parks to be up to standards in neighborhoods. But beyond that, I think we've got a role as we spur the economy of Houston to use federal funds, CBDG monies, to make sure there are economic opportunities for growth and development in neighborhoods. That's how we get back to the issue of why is it we don't have grocery stores in neighborhoods, in part because we've not wisely used the federal monies in an effort to spur economic development. And there are great opportunities available to us in those areas.